Hello everyone. God bless you. Welcome to Merciful 9814 Harp. I am Brother Christopher, your host. Welcome once again. I have decided on this channel, friends and viewers, not only to focus on harp music, but I'll also be doing Bible messages at least weekly is my goal. It is very necessary that I continue preaching God's word and the gospel. I must not stop like I have in the past. I must continue. If you like the content, you are welcome to like the videos and subscribe. All are invited. This message, friends and viewers, is on unclean sins of flesh. Unclean sins of flesh. Many Christians, I'm not talking about non-believers. Many Christians think that the Old Testament is invalid, that somehow we don't need to take heed or focus on what is already written in the Old Testament. Jesus said, I am not come to destroy law or prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. Jesus also said, whoever breaks the least of these commandments shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. Whosoever shall do and teach these commandments shall be great in the kingdom of heaven. Keep that in mind, okay? Those scriptures are from the New Testament. So in Leviticus chapter 15, it mentions here the unclean sins of the flesh, okay? In verse number 2, it mentions that when a man has bodily issues coming out of his flesh, he is defiled. He is unclean, okay? All right, it says, whoever touches his bed shall be unclean. Verse 5, every bed where he lies that has the issue is unclean. Okay, the bed is unclean. If you touch the bed, you are unclean. Verse 4, it also says here that if you touch the flesh of a man who is unclean, you are unclean. You have defiled your body. You are unclean. You are unholy, you are profane. You must wash your flesh and clothes in water. That is in verse number 7. All right, in verse 10, anything that is under the man with the bodily issue or discharge of body fluids, and he touches something under him, it is all defiled, it is unclean, it is unholy. If you touch such an item, you are now unclean. You have defiled yourself. Okay, any vessel, be it a cup, be it a pot, be it any kind of item that touches the unclean man, it is to be destroyed. Any vessel of wood must be rinsed in water, but if it's made of clay or earth, you are to break and destroy the item. It is unclean, you must destroy it. All right, any man that has an issue of his body shall be unclean for 7 days. He must wash his clothes and bathe himself. If he does not do these things, he is unclean, permanently unclean, until he cleanses himself. Okay, and then after these sins have been dealt with and the man is now purified by bathing himself and washing all his clothes, and the issue is gone, okay, that's when you become clean, okay? If you do not take a bath and wash your clothes, you are unclean. You are not clean until you do what God says. You are to wash yourself and you are to wash your clothes. If you do not do this, you are permanently unclean. You are unholy. You are profane. You are to be separated from everyone else because you are going to defile those people. If you do not cleanse yourself, you are in sin. You are an unclean person. And you are to be separated from everyone else until you do what God says and cleanse yourself. Okay, so once you are clean, you are to bring a sin offering and a burnt offering to make an atonement. You know what that tells me? That tells me that yes, this is actually a real sin. This isn't something that's just ceremonial or to be done away with. No. It was big enough of a sin to where God said you were to bring a sin offering. It is actually an actual sin. Okay, you're not going to hear this in church. Most churches are oblivious to stuff like this. Okay, you don't believe this is for the New Testament? Go to the book of Galatians chapter 5. And you tell me if uncleanness is one of the sins listed in that chapter, because it definitely is there. It is still a sin. Okay, it is still a sin to be unclean, to have unclean ways. That is still a sin. It is in Galatians chapter 5 as the sins of the flesh. It is still written there. And to further summarize Leviticus 15, when a woman has her period, she is unclean all the days of her period. Anything she touches, it is defiled. Anyone who has sex with her, the man and woman, have defiled themselves. They are unclean. They have now become unholy and profane. They are not to touch anyone. They are to bathe themselves, wash their clothes, and the woman is not clean until her period stops and until she takes a bath and washes all her clothes. Then she is normal in the sense of being clean. Now she's clean, okay? It is a sin to be unclean. It is a sin to practice unclean things. This is what I'm driving home in this message. Also, a man and woman who have sex together, they defiled their flesh. They are unclean. They are not clean until they go take a bath and wash all their clothes. Then they are clean once the sun goes down at the evening time, okay? Yes, these things are a sin, friends and viewers. Uncleanness is a sin in the Bible in the New Testament. Not just here in Leviticus, it's in the New Testament too. That's why I'm preaching this message. Christians need to stop being hypocrites, and we need to stop deleting the first half of the Bible and trying to say only the New Testament matters. You know, cut that out. Stop lying. Stop lying on God and stop being a hypocrite. You cannot throw out the bathtub and expect to still take a bath and be clean. That's foolishness. You need to take the whole counsel of God, and you need to either accept all of it or you don't have any of it. Okay? Hypocrites want to pick and choose what they want to accept in the Bible. They want to have invisible pair of scissors and cut out all the verses and portions of the Bible they don't like, and they only focus on the parts they enjoy. That is total hypocrisy. Cut that out. Cut that out, friends and viewers. You need to accept the whole word, or you're not in it at all. Okay, you're either with God or you're not with God. That's what I'm trying to drive home in this message. You are either with God or you're not with Him at all. Okay, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to wake people up, and I'm trying to preach the truth. God bless you, everyone. Thank you for watching this message. Once again, if you like the content, you are more than welcome to subscribe. I will pray for my subscribers starting today, for now on. All viewers, friends, and subscribers are now under a prayer barrier and covering of protection. Have a good day, everyone. See you next time. Bye-bye now.